Yeah, I mean, everything starts on the mound in baseball. Jesse got us off to equally as great a start as Shu did yesterday. And just your team gets so confident when you know your pitcher's going to throw up zeros and yeah, give you the time to rally. I mean, their starter was really good. And it took us a while to figure out, how we were going to score some runs and how we can grind out some at bats. So the combination of Jesse and Ryan Yerby was awesome today. I mean, 9 innings, 2 runs. So sign up for that every time.
JT Amaral, a guy who didn't get a lot of time last year, he started all 3 games this season. You just mentioned he had 4 stolen bases already. He's on base a few times today. Just overall, what are your thoughts about him playing and hitting at the top of your order?
I mean, JT, from the day I was hired and made calls to the team, was bought in to me and my staff. And he was just excited in general to be back at USF and just a fresh start. A lot of guys, it's a fresh start, new staff, maybe for whatever reasons they weren't playing last year. And some kids deserve an opportunity, and he's earned it. It wasn't handed to him. From day one, he's bought into coaching. He is getting the absolute most out of his athletic ability right now, and that's what buy-in does. So JT's been awesome, and he's having great at-bat after great at-bat and just making things happen.
Now, I thought one of the key plays of the game was TJ's 2-run double that broke it open when it was just a 1-run game at that point. How huge was that hit as far as momentum? Because it really felt like you guys took control of the game from that point on.
Yeah, that was big. I mean, in these tight games, well-pitched games against really good teams, every run you can tack on and every base runner you can get creates a little bit of separation. If that game's 3-1 in the ninth, that's a much different dugout for us trying to hold off their rally. So that was a monstrous hit. I mean, just the little things were there today, like getting a sac bunt down, moving a guy to third by Lane, and Lane then with a slash that the third baseman made a great play on their end, or that would have been another big inning, I think. So you can see what our offense wants to become. You can see today we stole a bunch of bases, we created a lot of runs. I mean, we must have had 3 or 4 phenomenal dirt ball reads that weren't dirt balls to advance that anybody could. You had to be really good at base running and see it down out of the hand. So that was exciting. I've had a couple people tell me already how exciting the offense was to watch today, and that's a glimpse of what we can become if we can keep buying in and doing it.
Now, you mentioned Lane. Obviously, the pitching did a really good job. He was behind the plate all 9 innings, calling the game. What do you think of his performance in the season debut behind the plate?
I mean, Lane is 100% a team guy. It had to be hard for him. He's been pretty darn good all fall and into the season here in the spring, and he probably deserves to be starting on a lot of Division I teams on day one. And I told him day one and day two, hang in there, don't give up. You are going to start Sunday. I love him and Jesse working together. And to Lane's credit, he didn't bury his head. He's a team guy. He's bought in, and that's all our catchers. All 3 of our catchers are the most selfless people between Campagna, Griffin, and Lane. They catch pens all week long. They miss their batting practice rounds. They go find time to work on their own. But the reason our pitchers are pitching really well, I think they'd agree, is we have some really good catchers out there. And you could hear he is a vocal leader. You can probably hear him in the press box talking to our pitchers pitch by pitch. So what all our catchers are doing is just making us that much better as a pitching staff.
Now, looking ahead tomorrow, some series finale. Max Jones makes a return from an injury after missing all of last year. Obviously, a long recovery. What are the things you're looking from him, and just how the team can wrap up the series with the Marlins series win?
Honestly, just very excited for him to get out there and compete. This kid has worked, again, from the day I was hired and called the players. He was coming off Tommy John, telling me how important it was for him to hire a staff that's going to work with him, to give him an opportunity. He is one of the hardest working, toughest kids I've been around. He has pitched already through some pain through the fall. Obviously, it's a long road back from major surgery like that. And it's good or bad tomorrow. It's a victory already that he gets to get on that mound and compete for us. And he's probably one of our top, if not the top competitor we have on the mound. So that's what I'm looking for. I know there might be some rough patches, but I'm looking to see him compete. We'll see how long he can go, but the future's ahead for him. That's more what we're looking for, but it's really exciting for him to get out there and get a start.
Thanks, Rob.